Two grandpas, one 96 years old and the other 94 years old, and belonging to the same socio-cultural group, have endorsed two different candidates for president. Is this a case of what an elder sees sitting down? If you like, climb the highest of the Iroko tree. You will never see it. This is part of our discussion today. My name is ADS. The leadership of the Yoruba socio-cultural group, known as the Afenifere, seems to disagree over who becomes the presidential candidate of the group. Pa Ayo Adebanjo, 94 years old, who claimed Pa Ruben Fashorati, 96 years old, handed over the party to him over a year ago on the grounds of old age and ill health, endorsed Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party for president. Here is why. Watch.
And we are fighting for rotation to avoid any section of the country monopolizing presidency. And I gave the reason. When Abiola left, they said they were now to pacify us. They brought in OBJ. After OBJ, Yadua came in. After Yadua, Jonathan came in. After Jonathan, Buhari came in. Buhari now done 8 years. Coming back to the south. Should we go to the south where we have already had our share? Or we go to the south, which has had the share? The south is not part of the south. That is the question. That is where the action group stands. We are a party of ideological standing.
Though there is this friction between Pa Ayo Adebanjo and Bola Ahmed Tinubu dated back since year 2000. But Pa Ayo said his endorsement of Mr. Peter Obi had nothing to do with the rift between himself and Tinubu, but that his decision is one based on the issues. It's just about the issues and nothing more. The issue is very simple. In the South, Southwest have had it. South have also had it. And it's only fair enough that the Southeast have it too, now that the rotation is back to the South. Now, in order to render Pa Ayo Adebanjo's endorsement invalid, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has paid a visit to Pa Ruben Fashorati to get the blessings and the endorsement of the same Afenifere group. Pa Fashorati was reported to have stepped aside for Pa Adebanjo to carry on as the leader of the group due to old age. How come he's endorsing a candidate in the name of the Afenifere, headed by another person and not him? Take a look at this video. Watch.
We will change the course of history by the grace of God.
This move is believed to be one targeted at breaking the unity of the Afenifere group. We will see how this will end. The most important thing here is that the power to vote is with the electorate. Moving on, as the PDP is yet to resolve its internal issues that have left 5 governors aggrieved, the candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, is already moving so quickly to align with these governors to his own advantage. Now watch this video.
I can tell you the only deal I have with them is that they are passionate for a better Nigeria. That's the only deal. Everybody wants Nigeria to survive now. Everybody, because at the end of the day, if it collapses, anarchy consumes everybody. You wouldn't see about party. If they throw a bomb now here, you won't know who is governor, who is the gate man. So it is better we save Nigeria, because if it happens, nobody knows who will be affected. So we want Nigeria to be saved. We want a better Nigeria.
That was Peter Obi. He said the only deal he have with the aggrieved governors from the PDP is that they all are passionate for a better Nigeria. Oh, really? The Benue State governor has said it time and time again that if he wasn't in the PDP, he would throw his weight behind Mr. Peter Obi. But with the happenings in the PDP and Atiku Abubakar attacking the people of Benue State over Fulani herdsmen, is Governor Otom still with the presidential candidate of his party, Atiku Abubakar? We'll find out. Finally, a spokesperson of the Atiku Campaign Council, Daniel Bwala, has revealed how Atiku will win the presidential election come 2023. He also made some corruption allegations on the ruling party, APC. Take a look at this video.
Anybody who critically looks at the amendments to the Electoral Act will know that the 2023 elections is going to be decided solely by the will and wishes of the people rather than big personalities. Because the reason why big personalities such as governors and others were alpha and omega is because before the amendment, a governor can tell you, I'll give you 30%, I'll give you 70%. Because after votes are cast in that at the polling unit, before it gets to the ward or local government, usually there are replacement of vote, all kinds of rigging. With the amendment to the Electoral Act, whatever happens at the polling unit is the final verdict of the court, is the Supreme Court in respect of the matter. And the introduction of beavers does not permit of mystical manipulation by individual. So it's going to be an election that will be decided by a movement of people rather than by one big personalities. And that's why I'm upbeat. You can look at Oshun as a proof. 2023 presidential election, we're going to win with a margin, not less than 6 million votes.
No, you said it particularly that this government has produced more corrupt people. So I imagine you have figures to back that up, except you're saying you don't have the figures.
The trouble I have with you, Kayode, is that except if you are trying to make a point, if you're asking me a question that demands an answer, give me the time to answer the question without interjecting.
I think I've given you fair enough time. You could say it's 100 or so that's 20. That's the question. What is the figure? How many do you know about? Is it 20? Is it 100?
I just answered by saying determination of the numbers of corrupt people is made only after there is a conviction.
So how did you come to the conclusion that there are more corrupt people in this government?
The point we are
if you don't have the figures.
The point, okay, I think what I'll do is I'll also interject. Probably one of us will get tired.
No, it's trying to get the facts. Don't try to pull this
based on what has not been able to be.
Give us the figures
we are
if you do have
because
them.
There is no finding by the National Assembly on the corrupt allegation or corruption allegation that has so far been brought to the National Assembly about the many social interventions of government, ranging from school feeding, ranging to anchor borrowers, and all of this. We are not even talking about somebody who was arrested as a former accountant general, 100 and something billion. We are not even, there are quite a number that needless to begin to count. We are making a case. If they have a counter view, let them come up and give their counter view. But the point is being made that this administration allegedly has produced more corrupt people than any administration in the history of the country.
Atiku to win with nothing less than 6 million vote difference. That's the prophecy over there. Also, Daniel Bwala is of the opinion that the APC government is the most corrupt that we've ever had in this country so far. Is this a fact or fallacy? I will leave you to answer that question. In conclusion, it's not about who endorsed who. It's about who Nigerians want. And come 2023, we will speak through the ballot. Hope you have your PVC ready. Make sure you vote, and I will see you again. Please subscribe to this news channel. Let me be your news blog, and I will keep you updated.